Hey everybody, how's it going? MJ here. And we're live at the Jarjar, and excuse me. Sorry. I'm on the new iPhone, and I'm using the Insta360 gimbal with tracking, so I can go like this, and it'll follow me around. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, so it makes it a whole lot simpler. But I got to work it out. I got to talk with Jake, who is, hey Dean, fist bump. I got to talk with Jake, who is the lead developer, with Prism, to figure out how we can get it to work with a non-reverse camera. And anyway, I believe Jake has a solution, and we just need to make it happen. Excuse me. So how's everybody this evening? I've been on Heckle lately just because, gosh, I'm sorry. Just before I came on, I sprayed my nose with some nasal spray, actually xylitol, just to try to clear my sinuses. That's disgusting. Been on Heckle a lot lately just because I can. Unfortunately, because I have a new phone, I don't have the appropriate connector to do the audio for the wireless microphone. But I will remind everybody that over the years, for years, I just talked, into the microphones on the mobile phone. It's only been about a year that I've actually had a wireless mic. So let me show you what it's like out here tonight, because actually I can. This is this is super wide angle. And you heard that little doo-doo. That's my tracking. Now this over here, this wall is the side wall of the Jarjar store. So that's what this looks like in super wide angle, which is what I prefer to live stream in when I'm doing walkarounds. Now hear all this noise. That's the rain. But let's see how good this iPhone is. iPhone 14 Pro Max. And that's the store. Looks pretty well lit to me. We'll go over here. There's some dark places over there, but gosh, the camera on this thing seems to be darn good. That's 2x. Wow. Now today I was doing some experiments. I was at the mall, and I went to, we call it Apple ProRes and the whole thing. I went to, the highest resolution. Now this is really funny. I took a 6-second, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-second video, and it was a half a gigabyte. There's no way I'm using that. But I used Apple's RAW format, and the photos look great. But this is supposed to be a 48 megapixel camera, and Apple's own gallery, the Photos app, the information said that it was 32 megapixels. I don't get it. Now, I'm not a megapixel freak, I don't care, because I had a Nikon D80, and the D80 is only 10 megapixels and it takes great photos. Then I got a Nikon D7000, it's 16 megapixels, it takes great photos, doesn't matter. I'm not a megapixel guy. What I am, however, is you better give me what I bought kind of guy. And the funny thing is, my 2019 Xiaomi 19 Pro has a 48 megapixel camera. Now it takes a square photo because it's a square sensor. And at 48 megapixels, that's what I get. I'm not really complaining, I'm just saying there must be something I'm doing wrong. So let me go to the front camera and see if this picks me up again, and it did. There you go. And you see it slowly bringing up. Oh, this is cool. I'm enjoying this because I can go over here, Hey guys. I can do whatever I want. I tested this function on Android a couple of weeks ago, and Instagram, of course, Instagram is, me. I don't call it portrait mode, I call it narcissistic mode. But anyway, so how you guys doing? And I don't want to complain about it. Everything's going okay. I'm actually enjoying my iOS journey. And this is funny because I had a kid, and I promised you guys I wouldn't start live streaming about my kid, but of course, first couple of weeks is all about my kid. The next couple of streams, I'm going to be talking about the iPhone. There's a couple little niggling things that bug me, but I will say this. I like gestures and swiping around. And in all fairness, the really cool thing about my Xiaomi Android phone is that it uses gestures that it basically robbed from iOS. So for me to go to the iPhone and navigate really wasn't that big of a deal. Excuse me. But every single app in the iPhone has a freaking white line across the bottom, and that is so annoying. Like right now at Prism, I know, ladies and gentlemen, I know whoever, Tim Cook or whoever you are, I know by now that I can go like this and swipe up and escape from this app. But do you need to show the white line all the time? It's annoying. Like right now, it looks like there's an underscore under my chin. Here, let me just rest it on there. Ready? Boom. Well, if I took a screenshot of this, it'd be hilarious. Yeah, no need for that. But I am enjoying the experience. And I am enjoying the quality of the presentation. Particularly like, the apps in the App Store. Although I will say, everything is a subscription. What do you guys think about subscriptions? You tired of subscriptions? Why do you have to subscribe? Like there's, like I'm looking at of course, because it's me, like weight loss apps, stuff like that, workout apps. I've been a JFit user on Android since 2011 when I got my big home gym. But everything is a subscription. So what do you get for the subscription? And if you ask them, you say, oh, you get all these premium features. No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, what do I get for a subscription? That is an ongoing payment. What is different from that than just from buying the software? Because I don't like to rent software. And they have no answer, because the answer is zero. See, it's not like antivirus. Antivirus software, they have to keep up with bad actors. Antivirus software, every second of every day, they got a team, because there's nefarious people, there's bad people everywhere, and there's bad actors, and they're always trying to hurt other people. That's why they need to be eliminated. The point I'm trying to make is that, yeah, antivirus, yeah, that makes sense for a subscription. A workout app? No. Oh, but we do new releases. Yeah, you do. And you should. But at what point have I paid for it? What point can I say that I own it? If the answer is never, I'm not going to do it. I've had this battle with Adobe because I bought Lightroom 4 standalone, and then it came out with Creative Cloud. Yeah, that's great, and I understand if you're a big corporation and you've got hundreds of seats, that's fine. I'm not. I'm just one guy. I don't want to pay $49 a month for the rest of my life. And here's what I don't like. See, Adobe came out with the photography plan, and the guy's up there on the stage with a wireless mic. He goes, yeah, it's just $9.99 a month. Well, that's great. Okay, you get Lightroom and you get Photoshop. But guess what? You could be paying for it for 10 years. And as soon as you stop, it stops functioning. You're never left with a working copy of the software. And I brought this up with Isotope because I'm a big Isotope user. I use their plugins for like audio repair in my studio, like RX10. I started out with RX8, RX9, RX10 Advanced, and other really, oh, look at this. I gotta show you this. Oh, wow. You gotta see the. Gotta see this truck here. He's making like a U-turn or something. I don't know. It looks like he's stopping at the 7-Eleven. Oh no, he's backing up. He had these really like amazing lights on the front. Now the weird thing is, hang on a second. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. Hey, hey. I'm reading my own stuff here. Hey, MJ. Yeah, it's live. Hey, Noel, how you doing? I was reading. I said, hey, Kenrod. I was reading MJ. I said, hey, MJ. What an idiot. How's it going? Yeah, the rain. It does sound refreshing. I'm on a rant right now about subscriptions. In case you just joined, because I'm talking about, like, you know, with Lightroom and with Adobe and all that stuff, right? I bought Lightroom 4 when my daughter was born. This is 2012. This tells you about when. And then I bought Lightroom 5, and it was amazing because what happened was I bought a computer, a 27-inch AIO that's all in one, you know, CPU, everything all in one package, beautiful stand, touch screen. It was nuts. It came with Windows 8.0, upgraded immediately to 8.1, and then 8.1 was when Windows went all touch. It was amazing. And I use Lightroom, and what I could do with, you and I talked about that when you're here about Isotope. I told you that I use Isotope, and they make standalone. They make a standalone app, and they make plugins, you know, that you can put on individual tracks and stuff, right? Or it's cool. And so, what was so cool about Lightroom 5 was that I had this 27-inch AIO. Now, okay, in 2014, a 27-inch screen was pretty big, right? So, yes. Of course. No try before buy. I no try. Well, here's what happened. Let me reset this. Okay, hang on. Let me reset this. I'm just going to make sure it's still functioning. Okay, is my tracking working? Okay, my tracking's working. Okay, here's the thing, right? You guys don't know how cool it was to have a photo on your screen and be able to, like, go up to it and, like, touch it. Like you want to put, like, some kind of an adjustment mask. Like somebody's smiling, right? And you want to adjust their teeth. So you just put the adjustment and you use your fingers and you just go on their teeth or whatever on their crow's feet. Touch. No mouse. That was amazing. And then it came out version 6, and they took it away. So I started a thread on the Adobe forum, and it became massive. And, you know, of course, they ignored it for a long time. Then finally, one Adobe employee gave this lame excuse. Well, going forward, we didn't know what to do with touch navigation. And I said, well, what you do with it is, when you're in edit mode, touch edits. When you're not in edit mode, touch navigates. Duh. And they didn't do it. And then they came out with Creative Cloud, and everything went subscription except Lightroom, but they wanted to push you towards that. And I said no, and I deleted Lightroom. Even though I paid for 3 different versions, I deleted it. Gone. Not gonna happen. So, I am enjoying this Lightroom. KPT. I don't know what KPT is, but before the 2000s. But no, that's going. Before the 2000s, that's the early days, you know, of DAWs. I was using. I had Cakewalk. I had a Windows notebook computer, and I remember about 87, 88, I had Cakewalk, which at that time, Cakewalk was a MIDI programming tool that we used to program drums. In 1995, I used Pro Tools to edit the ending of a single that I had. But before that, I was using Cool Edit Pro, Cool Edit Pro became something else, but that was actually a very nice program. They made it into a multi-channel one, but yeah, so. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, well, these days, I gotta tell you something. I don't use Photoshop at all. I don't use any Adobe. I use Affinity Photo. $69 perpetual license. It does everything Photoshop does and about 10 times more. And I use Affinity Designer. Never forget your first, that's right. I use Affinity Designer as my vector graphics editor. Again, it's like 70 bucks. It's incredible. So the logos and stuff that I do, you know, like the Taiwan line, Taiwan line. I did Taiwan line, but the real Taiwan, all stuff. It's all Affinity Designer. So what I'm talking about is, you know, Noel, I just changed to the iPhone, right? So yeah. So what do you think? It's great stuff, isn't it? Affinity is amazing stuff. It's an amazing value. And what it doesn't do is so minor and so minuscule that you don't miss it. But I bought a bunch of brushes, and you know, the add-on content from the library, it is a very, very capable program in of itself. But the add-ons that other designers make available for download, it's excellent, really. And I find it very, very reasonable. You know, for 10 bucks, 20 bucks, maybe 30 bucks, you can get excellent brushes and textures and things. Like I bought the pack that had like smoke and clouds, and they're stamps, and you just stamp them. You know, it's amazing. Of course, you can manipulate them after, you know, but just to get you started, yeah, it's just crazy. I bought a bunch of them too because I'm not very good at art, and it was cheap. So I bought it, and I have a Surface Pro, which is a very fine, you know, touchscreen tablet, and I have the pen for it, so I can write, I can draw, you know. And I got it so I could try to be artistic, and I did quite a bit of work on it, and I designed some cartoon characters for my daughter and stuff, but I've been so busy, you know, with the studio that I haven't done much with it. However, it's still on the surface. And when you want to do something, you know, when you really need to do something, and it's there, it's amazing. So, yeah, but tie this all in to the discussion. Why is everything on the App Store a subscription? And what in the world do these companies want to... Oh yeah, I just hope it's not too bad. I'm kind of talking a little bit loud. See, I can't use my wireless mic because I don't have a dongle for the lightning input. There's no way that I can get the audio into the phone. But the problem is this, with these subscriptions. What do you get for the subscription? What do you get that you wouldn't get if you just bought the software? I don't like to rent software. And as I was saying before you came in, for those of you watching the replay, I'm sorry if I have to repeat this. So, yeah, I understand, Ken. Thanks, bro. Fist bump to you. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it, man. And good to see you on Heckle. It's interesting because I didn't have any experience with it before, so it was, yeah. And it is kind of a cool co-host. It's not as cool as you know, that picture of Noel, which I don't have on this phone yet. But what I'm saying is, like antivirus software, right? Yeah, but that's not my fault. They're making crappy apps. Yeah, I know. Adobe had this business model because they want to tickle everybody's credit card every month. They got 10 million subscribers. They were bragging about that. Oh, 10 million people in the Creative Cloud. I'm like, 10 million people? Look, in 1994, when I was in Boston and I had a talk show, I'd crack the mic open and 10 million people heard my voice speak. 10 million people is a drop in the bucket. But they tickle 10 million people's credit card for 29 bucks every month, and suddenly, whoa, that's what they want. But like antivirus, I can understand because it constantly has to be updated. These teams work 24 hours a day, right? Well, I'm not. But, well, yeah, a lot of the audio people have said that. But if you look at, okay, Movavi, M-O-V-A-V-I, which is the name of a company, which is a clever mashup of the M-O-V and A-V-I, formats. Movavi, right? They pretty much gone all subscription. They're asking me to update. I bought the, Movavi Video Editor 2020. I use it because it's quick. I have DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is like a science project. I know how to use it, but it takes a long time. If I'm doing a quick video, I'll do it in Movavi, right? It's really quick. So, upgrade to the 2023 version. It's a sub. And I got to do it every year. No. Because here's the problem. This is the problem I have with Adobe. Let's just say you're a professional photographer. You have a studio. You're just a guy, a normal guy running a business. Wife, 2 kids. You're nothing special, but you're a good photographer. And people come to your studio and you take passport photos, you take baby photos, you do weddings, you do events, and you use the Lightroom professionally. And then you retire. And you say, well, I got to cut back because I don't have as much money as I used to. So here's the thing, right? Okay, well, okay, I'll check it out, but I don't have any other Apple products except this phone here, right here, and I really don't want to go down that path. But let me finish what I was saying, because let's just say, though, that you quit being a professional photographer, and you say, okay, now that I'm retired, I'm going to end my subscription. But suddenly the software doesn't work anymore. I mean, you can't even look at the stuff that you did, even last year, even 10 minutes ago, because it doesn't leave you with the working copy of the software at the latest version that you were at when you stopped. What the hell is wrong with those people? That means that you could literally pay for it. Because here's the thing. I bought Lightroom. It was $179, if I remember. It was 180 bucks. I bought version 4. Then it was 80 bucks to upgrade to version 5, which is about a year later. And it was 80 bucks again to upgrade to version 6, about a year later. And you can't get Lightroom alone. You can get it with Photoshop in the package. So it's $9.90. Okay, it's 10 bucks a month. That's $120 a year. So that's more than the upgrade. And if you spend $120 a year for 5 years, how many times over have you paid for the software, right? So yeah, but it's time for us to say no. It's time for everybody to just cancel their damn subscription and say no. We don't rent software. To me, the only one that makes sense is antivirus. What is the advantage for me? What's the advantage for you for the subscription? Oh, because we constantly update it. Yes, you do. And you should. And when you buy a perpetual license, it's good for that iteration. Like version 6, however many updates you make to it, yes. Version 7, okay, if I want a perpetual license for version 7, I buy a new perpetual license, yes. Phil Mora did that. And Daniel Battelle called them out on it. And they backtracked. But Filmic didn't. On my Android device, I had Filmic, and one day I woke up and it stopped working. I'm like, I bought it. What are you doing? Oh, now they call it Filmic Legacy. And they stopped support. Excuse me. I believe that's actionable. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but yeah. What this comes down to is lazy programming and crappy apps. It's about free market competition. If your stuff sucks, you deserve to fail. I'm sorry, but that's how it works. Now, the modern, millennial snowflake who is ostensibly a Marxist doesn't believe in the free market. They don't believe in capitalism. They believe in equal outcome. So that doesn't work for them. But that's not how it works in a capitalistic society. You put out a record and nobody buys it. Maybe you can't sing. Maybe you need to, do something different. And so, yeah, if you've got good apps, they make money. And if you're not making enough, then charge more. But here's let me boil this down. What I'm against is the perpetualness of it. Okay, here's the thing. Let's just phrase this another way. Instead of a subscription, let's just say you're buying a perpetual license for each version. They're numbered versions. Okay, so with Lightroom, I bought 4, I bought 5, I bought 6. Okay, so follow along with me. So for example, I buy Lightroom 4. It costs $150. That's good until Lightroom 5 comes out. Well, when Lightroom 5 comes out, it's up to them. They bust their hump and they come out with Lightroom 5 in 6 months. If I like it, I'll buy it in 6 months. But here's the thing. If you have a subscription, you can be paying money for all this time, and then you say, well, I don't need, the new version all the time. And you stop the subscription, but the version that you have quits working. I had this discussion with Isotope. I said, look, the community in general, the audio community, audio engineers are completely against subscription models because they don't help us. They don't do anything for us. And if you stop the subscription, it doesn't leave a working copy of the software. And we've got all these projects where we've used your plugins dozens of times on so many songs, and suddenly they stop working. You cripple us. And Isotope wrote back to me and they say, no, if you stop your subscription, you do get to keep a working copy of your software. And I'm like, okay. I never explored it because I'm not going there. But that's what I'm talking about. It is evil. It is evil. And I think in a lot of countries, it's technically illegal. But nobody's doing anything about it. There's 2 fronts that I would like to attack. I don't have unlimited resources. But if I did, that's one of them. And the other is incidental copyright. That's another discussion altogether. What I'm saying is, I got no problem paying every year if they update it every year, and at the point where I say, okay, I'm not going to pay any more, then they let me keep what I got. If they can do that, okay. But if I am subscribing on my iPhone to a workout app, and let's just say, yeah, I'm a senior citizen, but I'm not the typical senior citizen, but let's say I'm a senior citizen and I'm really pinching pennies and I don't have a whole lot of money, and I wake up one morning and I realize I need this money for medicine. I can't afford this. I can't spend $10 or $20 a month on this exercise app, even though it's helping me. And I stop the subscription and it stops working. And I don't have access to the data or nothing. That's wrong. Now, on the other hand, the developers don't want somebody to subscribe for the first month and then quit and then get to keep the app. But there should be a break point, right? Just like with my company, when somebody orders castings, they send me a drawing for a part and they want to order them. I quote them from 1 to 5,000 pieces is this price. From 5,001 to 10,000 pieces is this price. From 10,001 to 20,000 is okay. So it's incremental. So it's like this. If you buy a subscription and you pay for it for a year, you should at least own that subscription for life, even if you stop the subscription. That's my point. And with many apps and many programs, they don't do that. And what I say to you is, shame on you. So let me ask you this, Noel. How good would this rant and rave go over on Heckle? Woo. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around because I got this Pro Max, right? And I want to show you guys like how cool the night camera is on this thing. 7-Eleven across the street. Actually, is, I don't know if you can see this, I'll go over here, but on the top floor, the chairs up there, they're putting the chairs on the table, and they're trying to clean up the room. This gimbal, you can kind of, but this gimbal allows you to grab it and just move it by hand, which is really amazing. You see the, okay, you see the, let's see where, okay, oh, see the chairs right there? Yeah, the people are putting the people who work there, they're putting the chairs up on the table. Really? Wow. I should do a video from my studio on Heckle. Let me go over to the right some more. You can actually see the guy that's who's cleaning up over there. Yeah, see the guy? He's cleaning up. Man, look at this camera. See his head just above the sign? Yeah. I'm just looking to have fun. I'm not looking to build a following because Heckle doesn't make any money. That's okay. Actually, I like Heckle because it's a place where I can do stuff where I really don't care about, which sounds bad. But all I mean by that is that I don't want to be subjected to the scrutiny and the, I don't know, the trolls of YouTube. Plus, nobody can leave a replay comment, so you can say whatever you want. And then, but yeah. So wow, what a camera! You see the guy up there working and stuff. This gimbal is really cool because you can grab a hold of it and just move it up and down instead of trying to use a button. Man, let me show you how far away. This is nighttime, and we're looking up on the second floor where I have done a live stream before. This is 1-to-1. That's what we're looking at. This is normal zoom. You know, this is 0 zoom. Look at that. I'm extremely impressed with this camera. Look at this thing. I'm going to zoom in. This is digital zoom here. It does have a 3x camera, but it looks like Prism doesn't support the 3x camera. But look at that, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Well, I wouldn't say it's a no judgment space, because I had a couple of people come in and give me crap. Like the first night I was on, right? I forget what the guy said. I forget how he oh, I remember now. I'm on Heckle and some numbnuts comes in and he goes, "What kind of crap are you trying to pull?" This is my new iPhone. This is the 14 Pro Max. I just got it on I got it on Tuesday and today's Saturday, so I haven't had it a week. I'm converting everything over. Because I was using, you saw my phone before, I was using Android. So I'm really impressed with that camera. That was, it was darn good. Wow. So I got to make sure that Dave sees that, because Dave and I talk about technology all the time. And of course, Dave is so well known and so famous. I don't even have to say Dave who. You know who I'm talking about. So Dave and I were talking about nighttime cameras and capability, and so I was going to get like a used 12 just to do streaming and keep my Android. But what happened was my Android started to malfunction because the front camera is a pop-up camera. It's motorized, right? Yeah. But you know what I did? Wow, it's starting to rain like crazy. I guess I can't leave. I tell you one thing though, the battery on this thing lasts a long time, so I don't have to worry about that. No, this is so crazy, Periscope, that you're going to appreciate this. What I did was I looked at your replay of us when we went to yes, it does. That's right. Takes time, but I'm actually, listen, I'm enjoying the iPhone experience. I really am, and I like it, and I got nothing bad to say about it. It's different. There's a couple things that are weird. I could make a video about, you know, the niggling things that are different, but it would just be a complaining video. It's so I'm just not, you know, and I haven't been complaining. I haven't been saying to my wife, oh God, I wish I did this. No, it's just different, but it's quality built device. It's big, it's heavy, it's square, it's sharp cornered, it hurts my hand, and it looks like a block of Spam that somebody put 3 shaving heads on it, but it's okay. But anyway, sorry, doesn't usually happen, but I went so far off the track I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, time for another drink. All right, what I was saying was, I was watching your replays when you and I went to the old street, remember, down over there? And we had these guys that were like, that guy said, I don't like Asian women. And he said like, I'm allowed to say that because I'm Japanese or something. It was really stupid. It was really dumb. And I remember that on that day, I said something kind of smart alecky to him because the guy was being an ass. And he got nasty, got profane. And so what I did was, now how Periscope is this? Before I even did a single live stream on Heckle, I watched your replay of that show and I blocked those people that were being obnoxious toward you and I before I ever did my first live stream. So I'm invisible to them. So that's very Periscope. When you pre-block people that you know are going to do you problems. So so Macefield. Oh, is that you mean the person that did it? Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm enticed. I'm just enjoying it. But yeah. I think the night shots are going to be really good. Like, because this is Prism, right? I can just show you. I took some shots earlier. These are all night shots that I took earlier tonight. This is one here that I took. Okay. Actually, this. Oh, I see. This is square because this was used as the YouTube thumbnail. But look at this one. I mean, whoops. Come on. Why can't I? There you go. Oh, that's odd. Oh, these are all 4:3. Okay, sorry. I was shooting in 4:3 mode. I guess I shouldn't do that. But anyway, I mean, you can see that the night shots are just amazing, so that's hilarious. One thing that you cannot do on Heckle, apparently, is you can't make other people moderators. Because, you know, like here, you know, you've got your little wrench, so. Okay, I don't know who Nick is, but you know me, I don't like profanity, and I'm only human. If I ever use profanity, it's because I'm really angry, and I shouldn't, you know, I really shouldn't. But some people are just profane as a matter of course, and I don't like that. And when, you know, when I'm doing a live stream and they're just being profane for no reason, I give them the finger, and I mean the block finger. So yeah. Let me show you this, man. It is coming down. Coming down like crazy. Let me go back to one. Look at this. It was a dark and stormy night. The swish of the car tires rolling down the road. Forget it. I'm not in a poetic mood. But I will say this. I'm under a cover. If you look up here, there's a cover. And on my skin, I'm actually feeling drops. Well, I would think so. I have an iPhone 5S, and I've decided I'm going to do a YouTube short. Is the iPhone 5S still useful today? I'm looking at this, and I swear this doesn't look like this does not look like it's straight. Oh, I guess it is straight. Oh, wow, it's kind of odd. Oh, I see. This thing is, never mind. It's the gimbal. It's not straight towards you. Because of this big tower and the front motor, if the face of the gimbal, you know, the control surface, like the thumb wheel, is not pointing directly at you, if it's pointed, say, like I'm going to turn it to the left, like this, and then I use the thumb wheel to point it, hey Gene, take care, thanks man, see you later. If I point it that way, it is tilted like crazy. Wow. Now, I got a question. Why is that tilted? That is tilted, isn't it? It should be like this. Why is that tilted? What the heck is going on with this gimbal? And if I go like this, now it's straight, right? But if I go over here, oh, I don't know what's going on. Dean says he's still using what? I don't know what that is, Dean. Wow. Well, I don't know. Yeah, see now this, okay. Wow, there's something going on with this gimbal. I don't get it. I don't know either. Maybe I can try to slide the phone so it's like, yeah, but, oh. No. I gotta figure out what's going on. And you know what I did before I started this live stream? I actually, I think I know what's going on. Oh, this thing is in, oh my goodness. This thing was in like FPV mode. like this. Okay, I think it's okay now. No, it's not. FPV mode makes this thing roll. There you go. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now this looks straight. Now if I go back over here, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, that's straight. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in normal. What is going on? Crazy. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I was really glad I'm glad I was able to repair that and get that going for you. That's cool. All right, so this is FPV mode of the gimbal. Anyway, whatever. Let's see if tracking has cut off. Nope, it hasn't. It's still active. I'm gonna go to full auto mode. Okay. So yeah, we're still there. I don't know. The gimbal went into FPV mode, which means when you use it, there's a wheel on it, a thumb wheel that you use for focus, but what it does is it tilts the camera so you can fly, and it was in FPV mode, and I don't know how it got in FPV mode because I didn't put it in FPV mode. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. That's the mode that I want it to. No, I don't want it to be in FPV mode. I want it to be in this mode. Thank you. Anyway, so. Hey, the viewers are the only thing that matters. As long as your viewers are happy, nothing else matters, right? Yep. So I've been on for 45.51. Is that right? No, 48. Oh, 48.56. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to go home for a while. But I got a massive problem. Which, when I used to live stream over there, wasn't a big problem, because when I had to use the men's room, I just left the gimbal there. And, you know, people walk up to the camera and go, hey, like, or whatever, while I was gone. So I think I'm going to say goodnight, and I'm going to go put I have my raincoat here on my bike. I'm going to run across the street, and I'm going to use the men's room. But I might come back and go and heckle just to see what's going on, because I got nothing else to do, because I don't want to ride home. And it is a little bit early for me. It's only like 12:34. Oh, by the way, I bought an Apple Watch too, because I wanted the ECG, because I have heart problems. And man, I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed with that thing. It's been tracking my sleep, tracking my exercise. You know, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. All right, you guys take care. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna go across the street, take care of business. Might get another snack, because what I'm doing is I'm fasting during the week and I'm only eating on the weekends. So technically it's after midnight, but I count it starting tomorrow morning. So and I got my raincoat. It's okay. I do have a big umbrella. I got a man's umbrella. What I mean by that is I have an umbrella that I've had for 5 years, made by a camping company that makes tents. And that thing is like hurricane proof. I've taken it out in a typhoon. It inverts, there's no problem. It's designed to invert and go back. It's got spring-loaded carbon fiber spines on it. It's nuts, it's crazy. Yeah, I got the 8, you know, because it's the one that came out most recent, and I just tend, you know, what I do is I tend to buy, when I buy something, I tend to buy like the most expensive or the best one that kind of makes sense. I mean, not to go crazy, but you know what I'm saying. I buy the most reasonable, high quality thing at the time and keep it for a long time. And so, for example, that 27-inch AIO computer that I bought way back when is now my Plex media server for my whole house. So I have my whole movie collection on it, and I can watch those movies from downstairs in my living room, you know, on the 4K TV. So you guys take care. Thanks so much for joining, and Noel, I appreciate it. I have been watching your replays, you know, on Heckle, but of course I can't leave a comment, and you don't know, so. But I appreciate it, and you know, look forward to the next time you want to come to Taiwan, and you know where to stay over here. You could sit here, you know, we could have tracking, you know, and sit here and enjoy a drink in the rain in the Jarjar store. So unfortunately, it can get rainy about this time, but it's, you know, the beginning of May. We should be coming out of it pretty soon. So guys, take care. Fist bump to all of you, and the big finger like on Periscope, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye.